The title of this podcast episode is going to be the name that I'm going to be talking about. And I'm sorry if I sound a little bit too, I don't want to say aggressive, but a little louder than how I normally talk. But the internet is literally pissing me off. Okay. And I'm going to be talking about in this episode, Nara Smith. Okay. And if you know Nara Smith, I'm not going to explain it the way you see how all these videos is doing it. And if you don't know who Nara Smith is, I need you to listen to this episode because I'm about to tell you. And I'm about to give you out a rundown. And normally I don't really do the whole trendy type of topics on this podcast. But I have to connect it to this generation and the way society view things. Okay. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Men, I need you to listen to this episode. And women, they about to be mad at me. But it is what it is. I'm calling it. If it quack like a duck, it's a duck. Okay? But before I get into this, let me put my poker face on. I gotta do commercial time. So, good morning, Instagram. And of course, good morning to the TikTok, you don't stop. And good morning to all the podcast listeners that are out there listening to me. Guys, we made 1,000 downloads. Like, it's crazy. Your girl, I have to set up my monetization. But they sent me an email congratulating me and that I qualify for monetize now. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for listening to my podcast and making this happen. And I promise to just get better and better. Like, it's only up from here. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys. And I want to hurry up and get back to this topic because, whoosh, how... Okay. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I had to calm myself down a little bit. Nara Smith. Who is Nara Smith? Nara Smith is a TikToker. I know you're like, why are you talking about a TikTok on this platform? Bear with me, okay? I just asked you for this episode to just be patient, and I'm not gonna lie, this might be a 20-minute episode because, okay. Nara Smith is a TikToker. That's what she's known for. Apparently, she's a model. She was a model, is a model. I don't know. She's married. She has 2 kids, 2 toddlers, and she's currently pregnant. She got famous on TikTok, from my understanding, from cooking and just sharing her day-to-day lifestyle. Now, when I say cooking, I don't mean popping stuff in the microwave cooking. Okay? This woman has made mozzarella cheese from scratch. She makes bread from scratch. She makes all of her pasta meals, the pasta, yes, from scratch. And she's just Revy. That's just how she is. Like, I watch her, I follow her, I admire her. Okay? And that's just how Nora, she's so smooth talking. She seems like a Revy. I don't know her in person. Let me just put that disclaimer in there. But from what I gathered from her page, this is the energy that she gives me. This is my opinion. And she seems very soft tone, and she loves her husband. She loves being a mom. She's only 22, by the way. She's only 22. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Only 22, okay? So, Nora has been, I don't want to say dragged, but she has been talked about on the internet. And people are concerned about her religion. Apparently, in some of her videos, she's studying a certain type of Bible, and people are under the assumption that she's a Mormon. I'm not going to lie. I live in my little bubble. I had to do research on the religion. Well, just a scan. I didn't get too depth into it because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because what does her religion have to do with what she shows us on a day-to-day basis, which is her lifestyle? And like, people will be, oh my God, you're black and you're, no, it's not about being black. It's not about, if you can walk down the street, and this is my community that I'm talking to, okay? If you could walk down the street, if you could live in the same building, work in the same area, shoot, some of y'all have babies with Caucasian people, okay? Which we was once slaves for. Why does her religion matter? Because from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, apparently it's something in the Bible of that religion that like black people are like gonna go to like hell for it. I forgot. I looked it up. I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up like 2 weeks ago, and my memory is just like, because it's just like, why does that matter with what she's showing us? And I feel like that's the internet trying to gaslight us to what I'm about to talk about right now. Y'all, let me tell you something about women, okay? Tell you something about, and this is coming from a woman, okay? They don't like being challenged, bro. They don't like being challenged. Women does not like being challenged. You have some girls, I am not one of them. You can challenge me to the day of dawn. Let's get it, okay? If one girl comes in, she thinks that she's all of that. Then another girl comes in the room and she is all of that. They don't like that. They don't like the challenge. Okay? Let me connect this to society now. If you still here with me, I appreciate you because I'm breaking it down. I got to give the background, then I could do my little rant. A lot of videos that I saw was women talking about how Nara Smith is a pick-me. She's a pick-me? How is she a pick-me? I would love to know, because she make things from scratch. Because you a lot of you women are still making Alfredo from the jar, not even making it, just using it from the jar. And no offense to the women that can cook, that's like trying to actively learn how to cook. I want to put that disclaimer in there. I'm not coming for y'all. I'm coming for the lazy women. That if you're lazy, that's fine. Stay lazy. That's you. But don't come for the active woman. Don't be mad at her because she gets up every day and wants to make things from scratch. Because let's be honest, what is the government really feeding us? And I'm just now getting into my finance era of my life and my natural resources of food. Because the meats that we buy in the supermarket, have y'all ever saw what a cut up cow look like after the butcher done chopped it up? It's not the same color of the meats that we have in the supermarket. I can tell you that right now. Okay, go on TikTok and look up a quarter of a cow, half of a cow, whatever. And when you see the color of those meats that those people just got from the butcher, it's not going to be the same thing that's in the supermarket. I just want to put that in there because she wants to control what's going in her body. So she's going to make it from scratch. And you guys are saying that this woman is a pick-me. And I'm just so honestly confused. I don't understand how that's a pick-me. And she has a husband. So how is that a pick-me? Because she wants to please her man? Because she wants to be in charge of what goes in her kid's body? She wants to make, like, I don't understand. I don't understand how that is a pick-me. What I do understand is that women does not like being challenged. So the fact that this woman videos every time she makes something from scratch is going viral and the men are seeing it. And the men's like, wow, like, yo, the men are loving it. Okay, let's be honest. The men are loving it. I mean, who wouldn't love it? Like, shout out to her husband because you really secured a beautiful lifestyle with that wife. But it's like the women are mad because now guys are going to want that. And let me tell you something. I told y'all this gonna be a little long. If you are a lazy and you're fine with being a lazy and you don't knock the next woman, this is not for you. But if you know that you're a lazy and you're trying to come for Nara Smith, yeah, you need to go pray. Like, you just need to go pray. I don't understand how she is a pick-me. I don't understand why her religion matters to the content that she put up. But I feel like that's just to gaslight the society. I feel like it's a way to gaslight society to just not like her because a lot of women don't like her because they're like, oh, she does too much. She does too much. I'm going to need my community, which I feel like a lot of us is aware, especially the Caribbeans, they know. But I'm going to need a lot of y'all to like really research the things that you buy in the supermarket and the things that you're putting into your body. Granted, I'm not an expert. I'm not here for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's wrong, but I am here to tell you that a lot of the stuff is garbage. She inspired me to make granola bars from scratch. Sure did. Let me tell you something. Those granola bars, was the best granola bars I ever had in my life. Speaking of, I gotta pack one in my lunch. I'm never buying a granola bar from the store again. Like, and I'm gonna make a video on my recipe for it. But like, when I tell y'all, like, if this is what life is for making things from scratch, then I'm about to join the Nara Smith gang. Cause let me tell y'all something. Those granola bars, oh my God. Woo. I should sell them. But the point that I'm trying to make is that women don't like being challenged. Women don't like being challenged. And I feel like with Nara Smith, I don't feel like she's doing anything wrong because let's be honest, our grandparents and great grandparents and ancestors and all that is doing what she's doing just without the technology that we have today. Things was made from scratch. So I don't understand, oh, she making bread and that take too long and oh, she could have just bought bread from the store and da da da. Go look in the ingredients of the bread that you be eating every single day. I'm guilty of it, but I want to change. That's the difference. I want to be challenged. Okay? And Nara challenges me as a woman. And I can't say that about a lot of y'all. I'm sorry, a lot of y'all don't challenge me as a woman. If anything, y'all be making me feel good about myself. But Nara challenges my woman card. And I want to thank her because she inspires me to want to, and it's not even about pleasing a man. It's not about being a pick-me. It's just about having, when you have a love for cooking, which I do, it's just phenomenal to see a woman have the patience and just such care and art with the way that she does her food. Like mozzarella from scratch is crazy, bro. She made a peanut butter and jelly from scratch from her daughter. The bread, the peanut butter, and the jelly was from scratch for her daughter, bro. It's just like things like that is the things that I want to see on my timeline. I told y'all got to be careful what y'all follow on social media because it could affect your mental health. But that's what I want to see because that's going to encourage me to get the fuck in the kitchen. I'm sorry to curse, but it is what it is. Because like I don't like what they doing to her online. And I don't like that y'all trying to gaslight it with her religion. The real bottom line is Nara Smith challenged you as a woman. And a lot of y'all don't like it. A lot of us do because I see the comments and they be like, oh, they be cheering her on. But today, she recently, it's crazy too because I said I was going to make this video today and then I opened up my TikTok and the first video on it is the video she posted today. And today, she posted a video of like get to know me. And she was like basically saying her whole life and how she grew up in Europe and how she came to Los Angeles like when she was like 18 or whatever. How she always wanted to be a young mom. And listen, y'all gotta go see the video, whatever. But the point is like she was basically saying how she's not a Mormon. She's just studying like, you know, that religion and different religions. She hasn't like, you know, picked a religion yet, basically. I don't know if that's the proper way of saying it, but that's basically what she said in the video. And it's just sad that, like, she had to clear that up. Like, it's sad that she had to come on the internet and explain this to you guys. Because y'all just, like, the woman is, she's so non-problematic. You don't know who she is, please go look her up. Even if you don't have TikTok, you could just YouTube her. And I'm pretty sure her videos are on YouTube. But, like, she is so non-problematic. Like, she don't bother nobody, bro. Like, from my understanding, from my acknowledgement, she don't bother nobody. And so for her to have to come on TikTok and make a get to know me video, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a very classy way to address things. Once again, I admire her. But it's just sad that like y'all literally dragged her to have to like make that video. And so I'm here to say I stand with Nara. And she's her mother's from South Africa and her father's European. So she's half black. So it's like I stand with Nara. Okay, she challenged me as a woman. I'm up for the challenge. Shout outs to Nara. Shout outs to all the women that support Nara. And for the women that don't and feel like Nara's a pick me, this episode is for you. And one thing I learned about females, and not even females, just it's society and this internet world, because the internet is a different world. They always so worried about the next person. Like, I enjoy watching her videos, but I'm not like pressed about sis. Like, I'm not about to be worried. You know what I'm saying? Like, her videos come up, it come up. Like, I'm not, y'all just be weird the way y'all be so concerned about the next person, but it is what it is. Anyway, that is my rant. Okay, I think I'm going to title this video, Nara Smith challenged me as a woman. And because she does in a very good way, she inspires me. And listen, I made granola bars from scratch this weekend. I have been saying I want to do bread from scratch for longest, but I'm just scared of failure. I'm not even gonna lie. When it comes to the bread, it's so like it's not as easy as it looks. People are like, oh, it's easy. Okay. But anyway, y'all, if you made it to this part of the episode, I love you. And if you didn't, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably got triggered and clicked out. And it's all right because let me take that this. Shout out to Nara Smith. Nara girl. Nara girl. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you for bringing this type of atmosphere and this type of content to this generation because we need it. We need to be in charge of what goes into our bodies. We need to start making things more from scratch because the stores is just not it. We need to start looking into local butchers to like buy our meats more fresher. This is what we need to do because I could go on a rant all day, but I don't trust a lot of these things in this country. I don't want to trigger anything that's going to like, flag my video. But yes, y'all, listen, we here. I appreciate you guys and I will see you guys in my next episode.